Hello friends, it's Kelly Pullum here, also known as Craftin' Granny. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! In Canada, and I just love to share creativity with other people. And so I'm glad that you're joining me here tonight, or if you're watching later, I'm glad you're here then. And so before I get started with the card that I'm going to demonstrate tonight, I just want to talk a little bit about what events I have coming up. So first of all, the next event is September 21st. We're going to do a kit together. Hi, Tiffany. And that will be via Zoom. And so people who have purchased kits, we're just going to get together and craft with kits. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome. So that'll be September 21st. Then on September 29th, I have a paper pumpkin unboxing, which will be here live on Facebook. And I'm going to be sharing the September paper pumpkin kit. And I hope, so far, my son has said he's going to come and join me and help me with the cards that night. So hopefully I can remind him and he won't forget about that. Anyway, he has fun sometimes making cards, and so he said he'd like to join me for that one. And then on October 3rd, I'm doing an in-person class at the Sudbury South End Library. And that class is free, but it is geared towards beginners. Hi, Tracy. So that class is geared towards people who are just learning to stamp. Maybe they've done some paper crafting, but not necessarily stamping. And then on, and it's at 1 p.m. Then on October 24th, I will have another class at the Parkside Center for Older Adults. And that class, we make 3 cards and the cost is $20, and you do need to register in advance. So that is coming up in October. So anyway, thank you for being here with me. It's so nice to have company, and I love to craft with people. So this is my best case scenario when I have you guys here with me. That is lovely. So tonight what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make a card. I'm going to start with a card in portrait orientation. And then I'm going to show you an example of the same design using the landscape orientation. Because sometimes it's fun. That's all you need to do to, to change things up and make it a different look. So I'm going to start doing that, and I'm going to switch over to the desktop view here so you can see what I'm doing. We've been playing tonight with the cameras and with the whole setup here. Let me see what happens if I turn that off. Is it bright enough for you without that? And then we don't have the glare on the plastic there. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. So hopefully this is good and you can see without the overhead light. So then I don't have to worry about the glare on the cellophane. So this is the stamp set I'm using. This is the second week in a row. I told you that I love this stamp set because it has a variety of sentiments, and also because of the black lines here. And I just love being able to work with a black outline. But tonight, good, Nancy, I'm glad to know it's okay without the overhead. So tonight what I'm going to do is, instead of using a black outline, I'm going to do some heat embossing with white on a color. So that's going to be another little twist for our cards tonight. So I'm going to pull in the pieces here. Hi, Marilyn. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to pull in these pieces. I've got a Bubble Bath card base. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So I'm just going to fold that and find my bone folder so I can burnish it. There. And then I'm going to take a little piece of Designer Series paper. So this is from the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. And there is a little bit of Bubble Bath in here. I don't know if you can see, there's one little heart that has the Bubble Bath. Anyway, that's why I chose this combination. So I'm just feeling here. Here's my tape runner. So I'll put some adhesive on there. we go. And this is going on here. And I'm going a little closer to the top than the bottom, because I'm going to stamp my sentiment on the bottom. There. And I should have done that first, but I didn't. So I'm living dangerously tonight. Okay. So I'm using Pretty Peacock for my sentiment on this card. Get my white pieces out of the way so I don't end up with ink where it doesn't belong. And I'm using the Hey There stamp. And I'm just going to slide this up so that you can see. And this is going to go right underneath here. Should have put my foam mat under, but let's see if I got away with it. And I did. Hooray. Okay, so that is my sentiment there. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'm going to stamp a couple leaves on here. So I need my, and I didn't get that stamp out. I got all the others and forgot this one. So here we go. This is here. Oh, I didn't get that completely inked there. So we're going to do 2 of these. There. Okay. Now, yes, Pretty Peacock is a lovely color. I do really like it. Now I'm going to take the white piece here. And while I've got that Pretty Peacock going, I'm going to stamp the inside. And this one is going to say, you're not here. I hate that. Oh, Nancy, oh, I didn't see that we lost audio until you said it's fine. So I'm glad it's okay. And for this one, because it's a finer sentiment, I am going to pull in the foam mat there. Good. And then I'm going to add a little flower down here near the bottom. So I'm going to just stamp this down near the bottom. And then I'm going to pull in the bubble bath. Oh, no, Jeanette. So we're not getting consistent audio tonight. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Well, keep sending me feedback. If it stops and it doesn't keep going, let me know, because I can always restart the video. But hopefully we'll hang in there. Okay, so now I've got some bubble bath, and I'm going to just stamp one little flower here on top, like so. Now, this is going to go inside the card. And then we're going to get with the embossing part of our creation here. There we go. And I do love that. I just love the little flower inside there. I just think it's so sweet. Now, here we go. So, I've got some bubble bath cardstock that I'm going to do my stamping of my flowers. I'm going to stamp 1 of the smaller and 2 of the larger with my Versamark ink, which I know I got out. Here it is. Now, I am still using my Embossing Buddy. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these. They no longer do. I still find it helpful when I'm heat embossing. If you don't have something like this, you can make a powder sack using cornstarch or baby powder or something. The idea is to remove the static cling from your paper before you start to stamp on it, so that you don't get powder sticking where you don't want it to stick. So here is my Versamark. And I'm just gonna ink this up and stamp one. And I like to put the powder on immediately because I find once the powder's on, you're golden. But if the ink has a chance to dry before you get the powder on there, that is problematic. So my preference is to do it this way. Even though I'm going to do two, I'm going to stamp one, put the powder on, then I'm going to stamp the second one. Then again, I'm going to put the powder on. Oops, I'm spilling a little bit here. All right, so there's the second one. Now I'm going to do the little guy. Now Versamark is a clear, sticky ink, and it comes in a variety of colors. Stampin' Up! Has it in bundles. I think there's a metallic set, so with gold and silver and copper, and then there's a black and a white and a clear, I think, in a bundle. And I just keep my powder in a little Rubbermaid container. I find that's the easiest way for me to access it. It comes in a little tub from Stampin' Up! And that is hard to, you know, to pour and then put it back and all of that. So that's the way I do it. So we'll put that out of the way. Now I need the heat tool. So when you are heat embossing, this does get very hot. You don't want to get your fingers underneath of it. So it does help. In this case, I can hold on to the end of this paper. But with this one, I may want to hold on with my tweezers so that I can make sure that I'm not going to burn my fingers while I'm doing it. So I'm going to turn this on. It's going to take about 10 seconds for the heat to get hot enough to work. And then I will use it and show you how this works. So, sorry about the noise. Alrighty. So you can just move this around a little bit. You will see the powder starts to melt. Jeanette, I see your question there about the tweezers. I would suggest you try something like the Michaels or Amazon. I've had mine for, I don't know, a dozen years or more. They predate my Stampin' Up! Days even. So if you get the heat tool too close to the paper, it can scorch, so you don't want it too close. And if you keep moving it around, that's also helpful. When the powder is all melted, you get a shine, so that's helpful to know when it's done. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my little mini boss here. And get my dies. And just a little washi tape. Okay. Today was my first class at the Parkside Center, and there were two lovely ladies, one of whom was Jeanette. We had a great time. We made 3 cards, and I will show you at the end of the video. I have 4 more kits of those sets of cards, but you would have to have the Beautiful Balloons bundle in order to make the cards. But I will show you in case there's anyone who would like to purchase a kit. So here we go. So I'm going to just run this through. Here. Get that centered correctly. Oh, there you go, Tracy. That's helpful information. Now, Jeanette is not in Brantford. Yeah, so I don't think we have Len's Mill up here. I think that is a Southern Ontario thing. Just gently ease that off of there. And one more here. I'm going to move this forward. I've got my camera further back tonight than I usually do. There. Get all this die cutting done at once. Oh, that's okay, Tracy. Here we go. Maybe I could get Jeanette a pair when I go to Brantford next. Okay, so I have my 2 leaves here to cut yet. Oh. Where is the die gone? Oh, here we are. There's 2 sets here. So many dies in this this bundle that there are 2 sheets of dies. It is a lovely product. Here we go. Oops. Oops-a-daisy. It's funny, I can still hear my mother-in-law saying, "You're not holding your mouth right," when I can't get something. Jeanette, I think they're like reverse tweezers or something, because when you squeeze them, they open. So they're like, they're in a way, they're like surgical tweezers. Get that one open, and one more to cut here. Okay, now we're going to just finish putting this together. So I've got this, and I'm going to glue my first flower down flat. Now it should cover here, and do you know what I'm going to do? I want to have some of those hearts with bubble bath. So I am going to get the bubble bath blend. Because the position of that heart is going to be covered. So once I get these on, I'm going to add I'm going to add some bubble bath to color some of these little things here. So I'm going to just put this on the back. A little bit of tear and tape. Here we go. There you go, Tiffany. Good for you. All right, so we'll just put that here. And this is going directly down on the card. Like so. And then the next one, I'm going to use dimensionals. And I'm going to put the other one of these coming up here. But I think I'm going to just sit this on first and then tuck this and adhere it with a glue dot. Here they are. I'm thinking, Jeanette, of how they... Oh, I'm so sorry. Here we go again. Here we are. Thank you for telling me. When I pulled out the glue dots, Jeanette, I was thinking how I dropped them today and they all unrolled on me. So this is just going to get tucked up under here. Okay, and then this little guy is going to have a dimensional and go right up here. Okay, so there we go. That is this card. Now I'm going to show you. Oh, I am going to cut for the envelope, but before I do, I'm going to just take my little blend here because I want some of these hearts to be done in the bubble bath. So I'm just going to pop in here and color a few to give it the coordinated look there. Okay. And I've got my paper here, which I'm going to then cut to make my pretty envelope. So I just cut a piece of DSP that is 3 inches by 6 inches and then glue that on and then cut to make my envelope. So there we have it. Now the card that I did in landscape, I did with crushed curry, and this is, oh, what is this? This is, I think, in the it is the Inked Botanicals DSP. It's a 6x6 patterned paper. And so I chose the crushed curry, and I've done my flowers in the crushed curry. I heat embossed my sentiment on this one, but you can see it's essentially the same layout, just done in landscape as opposed to portrait style. And I think it's beautiful either way. So this is just a good layout for you to take. And you could do this, this layout with anything with a sentiment underneath and a focal point. It wouldn't even matter what kind of focal point it was, but just this basic design, you can do all kinds of different things with it. So thank you for joining me. If you do another card using like this layout, using a different focal point or whatever, would you pop it in Crafting Granny's Stampin' Friends? I love it when my friends share what they've made, or you could add it in the link, like in the comments underneath here. That would be neat to see too. Anyway, thanks so much for being with me here tonight. Yes, Tracy, another good idea. Hi, Zana. Welcome. Welcome. Good to have you here. Oh my goodness, 1 a.m. Oh my. Well, thank you for joining us. We're just finishing up, unfortunately, but you can go back and watch the replay if you like. We did this same card layout in portrait and landscape using the Darling Details. Tiffany, yes, they would make a neat. Oh yes, the cards that you made today. So these are the cards. I'm going to pull them out that we did for our class. Now I've forgotten where I put them. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, here they are. Yes, we made 3 lovely cards today using the beautiful balloons. We used one using the Autumn DSP. So this was one of them. And just a little balloon to decorate inside. Hold it up so you can see. So this is one of the cards. Then I have this one, which used also from the Autumn DSP, and I love the shimmer on that one. And we've got a happy birthday with the streamers inside. And then I have this one, which was a pop-up Z-fold, which is kind of fun. I will definitely do this design again. So with the happy birthday here, and then you open it and this pops out. So isn't that cute? So in the card kits that I have one of these that they're all in these colors, and then 3 of the kits have this card in boho blue. So if you're interested in purchasing a kit, let me know and I could mail you the cards, but you would need to have the Moody Mauve ink, the Pretty Peacock ink, and the Pebbled Path ink. Although I suppose the Pebbled Path, you could switch it out with something, you know, black or brown or whatever. But anyway, so, and I used, as I said, the Beautiful Balloons bundle to make those cards. So I have 4 kits available left from my class today. All right. Well, thank you very much for being with me. I'm going to say good night, and I will not be here next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I am away at a campground with my husband for a few days, and so I will not be doing a live on Tuesday, but I will be doing a paper pumpkin unboxing on the Friday. So you're welcome to join me on Friday instead of Tuesday if you'd like. Okay, take care, friends. So good to see you. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye now.